What is up, YouTube? AVI back with another video. Today we are bringing you another car review here at the New York International Auto Show. We're bringing you another limited edition version of a Ford model, the Mach E Rally Edition. We're going to be walking you guys around the car, showing you a couple of noteworthy features that's different about the Rally compared to the Mach E. Let's get to it. All right, here we are under the engine of the Mach E. As you guys know, we love to start at the engine bay. What's the difference between this and the Mach E GT? For performance-wise, nothing. They both share 480 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque, which is crazy numbers. Both achieve a 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. That's like supercar level, so really cool. One thing to note about the Rally Edition is you do get the performance upgrade option, which is an option on the GT. You do get that standard in the Rally Edition. Let's talk range. 285 miles of range on the Rally Edition, which is 15 miles less than the GT, with all these options that we're going to be showing you guys and difference in the wheel stance and all that stuff. You do get slightly lower range on the Rally, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's go show you some other features. All right, let's talk visual differences on the grille here. There's a couple, and I really like them. The first thing is these lights here for the Rally Edition, kind of like that Rally Sport look that definitely the Mach E GT does not have. You do get an illuminated horse here, super cool, especially at night. I believe the Mach E has that, but that's still really cool. Another thing that's different with this Rally Edition is you get an additional inch of ground clearance here on the Rally, so more of that off-road. You're able to take your EV off-roading, and something that maybe your GT buddy is left because he can't make the clearance. So that is very cool. Let's now walk to the side and show you one other difference. Differences now on the side. The first thing you're going to notice is some different rim options on the Rally Edition. This is going to protect the wheel a little bit. Looks like little steelies, and they're super hard. So you can go on rocks and not have to worry about your rims getting all scratched up. That is super cool, and definitely, obviously, different than the Mach E GT. The other thing is a visual difference. Just a nice sticker here, Mach E Rally, but you're not just driving some normal Mach E. You got the Rally Edition. All right, the next visual difference is this massive wing, which I think looks really cool on this Rally Edition. It is a little flimsy, but it is still really cool. Makes it look super sporty and more rally focused, like I mentioned on the front. One thing that Dave noticed that I think is really cool. This basically shares the same platform as the Mach E GT. Those, as everyone knows, has the GT badge, but this has the horse. It's kind of like that EcoBoost and V6 thing on the Mustang, where the EcoBoost had the line or no lines and the V6 had the lines. So something subtle that only you Mustang fans and you people watching AVI are going to remember. Let's now head on to the interior and show you a couple differences in there. All right, stepping on inside the Mach E Rally here. The first thing that I love, there are subtle differences in here compared to the Mach E GT, but the first thing being these stamped seats that say Mach E Rally, really cool, embroidered onto the seats, as well as the difference in the color. Like these are like bucket seats almost with the white trim here. It looks super nice and feel really sporty. They hug you in really nice, so you do feel like you're in a performance version of the Mach E. Other subtle differences is the steering wheel gets this nice white accent here, and that's continued onto the doors here that Dave will show on his side. It has that white trim piece that is not there on the Mach E GT. Really cool. In terms of driving, there is a different drive mode called the Rally mode, which is going to stiffen up that suspension, give you a little bit more sporty driver feel that the Mach E GT will not have, and gives you use to that better suspension, that 1-inch lift in the front. In the back seat here, there's nothing really different compared to the Mach E, except you get to see these super cool seats, which I'm liking even more now that I'm back here. They're super sporty. It just looks so different than the Mach E GT seats, so I think it's worth it. And the back seat's pretty comfortable. Like, you don't have any of that heated seats or anything like that you're getting in some of the other cars, but I think it's a super comfortable place to be. Plenty of leg room for any adult, plenty of headroom, and you go off-roading with your buddies with those nice rims and tires. All right, call me a sucker for the special editions, but I think they're pretty cool. I love the different front fascia, the subtle differences inside, and the extra drive mode. I think it's super cool. The wing on the back is cool. I'm in. Let's buy the Rally Edition rather than the Mach E GT. Yeah, it just gives you something to stand out from the rest. And I like it. And only 15-mile difference in range. Worth it every time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out other reviews that we're doing at the New York International Auto Show and other stuff going on our channel. And I appreciate the support. Just like that, AVI out.